Hello everyone, and welcome to Homeworld Mobile. This video today is to tell you about a way of mining resources like I am here, without having to worry about constantly being bothered by silly enemies. Now, disclaimer, this is Homeworld Mobile and it's in, what's it called, early access mode, so I doubt they're going to reset people, but there is a possibility they'll reset people, so I am probably guessing they're not going to, which is why I'm mining resources, but I'm going to show you where today to mine the resources without being pestered by enemies. So I've been here for at least 4 hours now, and one thing you're going to learn very quickly when you start doing this is you run into your storage limit pretty quickly. As you can see, I've got 3,300 of Type B T1 ore. I do have Type 2, but I've mainly been storing it. You're really going to need to make use of your stash option. So what I'm going to do is show you how to do this today. You may notice we have an emergency jump. Option 2. This is actually kind of critical. But yes, we're going to leave now. So we're going to emergency jump. Yes, this is going to put us back to a space station, which is fine. One thing to note is you don't need to worry about exactly what resources are there too. If one of the resources doesn't show up, that doesn't mean it's not there. We will show you this once we are in. So when you're in, what you're going to want to do when it's finished doing its thing is you're going to want to access your map. You're going to want to, oops, sorry, I'm on PC. Control key, where's the control key? There we go. We're going to want to zoom out, and you're going to want to start smashing the scan button. And you're looking for orange markers. Now, personally, the relic signature is the easiest. Other signatures you can do it with as well, but you usually have to fight a battle first or defend against like 2 or 3 waves or something. So we just came from this relic signature, but because we emergency jumped out, it's still available. So we can keep going into this and jumping out and going into this and jumping out as much as we want, if we don't find what we're looking for. But then again, you don't necessarily need to worry about that, because even though a resource doesn't show on your panel, it doesn't mean it isn't there. The map we just came from actually showed that, but I forgot to show you. So you're going to want a ship, you're going to want plenty of storage room, and you're going to want a full lobby of 4 resource collectors, which you can build yourself. So, blah 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 blah, yeah, we don't care right now. Collect a relic, yes. So that is what we're going to do. We're not going to do. But yeah, the relic's here. It briefly showed us. We can see it there anyway. Your left panel here. Oh, your right panel, sorry. Will tell you exactly where it is. Each time you approach this, once you get close enough, it will spawn enemies. So that's something to pay attention to. Now, we have every resource in here. Sometimes you're going to find that when you join in, you have a resource, a couple of C's, and no B's. That doesn't matter. I might actually jump out and jump back in just to see if I can get a system like that. Just to prove that you can jump in and out of this as much as you like without any penalties, so to speak. Each time you jump in, it's completely random, so.
Hyperspace jump complete.
We earn as a player. So we're going to go back over here, jump into our relic again. Hopefully we'll get a bad resource list on the right. Just for proof of concept, I guess. So, I forgot to mention, this is a tier 1 system. You're really going to need to get used to using the right navigational bar. It's like essential for playing this game. I'd recommend before you do this that you get to at least the large hull parts in the missions, because that's when things become a lot easier or a lot harder, depending on how you want to look at it. So let's see what we have. We have 7. We have A, B's, and C's. Let's try one more to get a bad thing. If we don't, we don't. Another thing about this game is it does crash every now and then, so you've got to be wary of that. Keep an eye on it.
Hyperspace jump complete.
So when we're in the systems map, which is very laggy right now, when you click on the system, yeah man, you can do it. There we go. It will tell you what type of system it is. As we can see, tier 1, tier 1. It's all about these on the right hand side. This is a 1, this is a 2, and you probably can't see that. So this is a 1 system, the system below it is a 2 system. As you can see here, a 1 system and a 2 system. We don't care. It's you pick basically what you want for resources. For me, the 1 system right now, I'm going to be going to a 2 shortly. Although, actually, let me show you the stash before I jump again. So we're going to go into our stash. As you can see, I have a decent amount of resources in here. And there's a lot you can pull out. So what we're going to do before we do that, actually, is we're going to stash. So we're going to go to our storage, we're going to scroll down, and we're going to drop... I'm going to throw the entirety of this in here. Simply because I'm going to be collecting another couple of thousand before I move on to Type 2 again. And then once I've got enough Type 2, I'll be moving on to Type 3, but I need to progress a little bit more in the missions for that. But this should give you an advantage when the game releases. I did not mean to click on market there, sorry. When the market releases, you should have a pretty large stockpile of stuff you can use to help progress you. If they decide to reset progression, hopefully they'll leave the stashes and stuff alone. I would just assume so, considering you can buy stuff. Bones, nice name. So we're going to go to our system. We're going to find our relic signature, which hasn't disappeared. It's been there for like the past 4 hours because we scanned it. If you do another scan or you complete the mission, it will disappear. I mean, you can complete the mission if you want, collect the relic, get the XP, and then not leave. And you will still be unchallenged by enemies every like 2 minutes or 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, whatever it is. Oh, we crashed. We crashed. That's also something that happens, unfortunately. But yeah, so you can join you can join a relic or any other one. You can fight all the waves, capture all the relics, do whatever you want, and complete it all and get the XP. Or you can just join the relic one and not have to worry about fighting at all if you don't want to. If you just literally just want to join and do as much as possible, as quickly as possible, you can do. That's the one I prefer right now. I mean, I'm not very high. I'm level 6, which is roughly where you want to be. Oh, actually, I think I'm level 7 now. I've been playing for a while. So, yeah, we get another retry at this. So what we're going to do is, we are in this system still, but we aren't in a mission. And it's very rare, but sometimes when you complete a mission, and it'll keep you in the system, it won't spawn enemies, but this one will. So we need to relaunch the relic mission, which will transport us back to the same place again. It's very weird. But yeah, this is something they'll probably patch. So if you want resources out the wazoo, I'd do this now and hope that the game progression doesn't get reset. So we're jumping into our relic signature. It's going to throw us into the bloody sensor view. We don't care. And we've only got 4 resources. We have B's and C's, no A's. A, I'd say, is probably critical, so you're going to want a system with an A in it. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. What about B's? There's a nice asteroids over here. We'll go over here. We're going to launch our first 3 collectors. If you can get this big ship, and it costs you 20 quid, I think, for the support edition, then you'll get 2 extra, which is always beneficial to have the extra one. Otherwise, you're mining like an odd amount each time. I'm going to go into the middle here. What we're going to do is, we know this is a B, so we're going to send our thing to go mine B. That was B, right? Yes, it was. Oh, I've never had it do that before. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to test this rock out. I want to see what this rock is, and I want to see what this rock is. So, in this asteroid field, is kind of like EVE Online. Every asteroid is its own asteroid with its own type of material. It doesn't have a limit, so you can mine them as much as you want. But that means there are probably A's in this system. They're just not showing because I don't know why they've done it like that. So our first drop-off point will be our B. We'll see it appear. And now you'll have 7 unless you've progressed and got the research. Mine's going to say 8, so we have our 8 type 1 B, or B type 1. This rock here, which we can see the yellow line from, thank goodness, is an A. So we have type A right there. And I'm hoping this is type C. We'll find out in a minute. I prefer if you stop moving my camera for me. Thank you. And that is type B. So we have 2 B's. To be or not to be. So we're actually going to have this guy. I did not mean to do that. Where are you?
Cell's full. We're coming back.
Go over here. For us. Eventually he'll move. There we go. Yeah, pathfinding in this game's a little bit dodgy right now. You're gonna mine that. One of these hopefully will be a C. I don't want a C to be like on the other side of the battlefield. Oh, well, the solar system, I guess. Or asteroid belt, rather. That'd be unfortunate. But yeah, basically this is all you do. You find your spot where you've got everything you need. You set yourself up relatively in the middle. The closer you are to an asteroid, the better, as long as you're not on top of the asteroid. Hence me moving here on the side, rather than above the asteroid field. You don't want that. So we'll wait for this last one to return. And he's going to be beaten by this guy. So we'll find out in a minute. This is a C. But essentially this is what you do. You find out if it's a C. Once you know it's a C, and you have A, B, and C mining, you launch your next 3, you send another 1 to each one. That's 2 per asteroid, and then you go and have dinner and watch a few TV programs, and come back in a few hours' time, and hopefully your game won't have crashed. And our survey says that is type C. Okay, so we have B on our left, we have A on our right, and we have C behind us. This is great. What we're going to do is, I'm using keyboard and mouse, so you can't see my cursor, unfortunately. I do have OBS set to capture, but it doesn't want to capture for whatever reason. My dinner's in the oven as well. I need to go and check on that at some point. So yeah, we'll launch our next 3. We're going to take our furthest one away, set to mine. We're going to take the next one, set to mine. Rotate our screen and set to mine. If you can't reach an asteroid, just set it to go somewhere near it or in that general direction so you can put it in your view and then just move it. And boom, this will be us for now. We emptied our resources, and right now we scroll all the way down. Where is it? T1 type C, T1 type A. So T1 type C is right here. It'd be really nice if I could like show you my mouse, the hover over stuff. But yeah, as you can see here on the top row on the right, we have our T1 type A, 32. The next row we have our refined type A, but that's because we've refined it. We have our next after that we have type B ore with some refined ore, and then type C ore with some refined ore. Now you're going to use the refined to build stuff, which is great, but right now, if you are lucky enough to have got some officers, for example, I have a refining officer. As you can see, he has the padlock on him. Can I select the officer? No, I cannot. I need to go to I think it's storage, and then it's the middle one, and then this. Yes, it is. So if I find a refinery, he is 8 by default on the left. On the right, he's level 3, but he's locked. So don't waste anything on this. Don't bother using your signatures to train him because he doesn't gain anything. His stats don't increase. They've stopped you from doing that. That's why the progress bar doesn't move. For them. They've all got a little progress bar and it's not done anything. It's That's just how they've done it. It's same with leveling up. Yes, I am level 7. You can only go as far as 12. There's nothing more. You can't buy any of the bigger ships or the carriers and whatnot that are available. And for good reason, too. It's an early access game. There are going to be lots of bugs, lots of ways around. But yeah, this is essentially what you do. Find yourself a system, and then you can sit here forever. As long as you want. As long as your game doesn't crash or lag you out, you can just sit here. And that is the sound of my alarm.
Full load. Returning. Resources transferred. Let's go.
So, with that in mind, that is how you do this. But a cautionary note, as I have already said multiple times in this video, this is early access. They may reset everyone's profile, in which case you could be wasting your time mining all these resources and stashing them. I don't care. This is why I'm doing it. It's something I don't care about doing. I'm used to running games in the background, and I've had a few early access games reset. It's just the way it is. If there's something groundbreaking, they'll reset it. As long as you keep all the stuff you've paid for, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, if you just want to do 2 days session, 1 day doing tier 1 and 1 day doing tier 2, just so you have a crap ton of resources you can go and stash, so you can go and complete the missions super fast, do that. But do remember, you need to learn the right hand side menus. They are critical to the game. But don't believe everything you see in these. As we can see with the resources, there's no A there, but we're mining A. It does exist. Don't panic. It'll be in there somewhere. The only resources you're going to struggle with are type Ds, which appear...
That's a full load. Let's take it back.
for example, here's it. Refined tier 2 type D. I've not found this yet. I've still to find this resource. I ended up getting it in some packs, so I have a little bit of it. I've got 200. As soon as I learn what that is, I'm going to be mining a bunch of that, because it's very rare. It's very hard to get a hold of. Anyway, guys, with that in mind, that is how you mine without being pestered by pesky enemies. This will probably get patched, and if so, I would probably mine now. With that all said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.
Full load. Returning. Resources transferred. Let's go. Tank at 100%. Transfer confirmed. Cells at full capacity. We're heading back. Catch you on the inward bounder. Cells full. We're coming back. Resources transferred. Let's go. We're coming home. Transfer confirmed. That's a full load. Let's take it back. Thank you. See you next time. That'll do it. Transfer confirmed. Tank at 100%. Resources transferred. Let's go. Cells at full capacity. We're heading back. Transfer confirmed. Full load. Returning. Resources transferred. Let's go.